Joining us at our opening exchange is Ryan Dietrich. He's the chief market strategist at Carson Group and a CNBC contributor. It's one thing, Ryan, to say the rally can keep going. It's quite another to say we have years left. So welcome and explain why you think that is.
Well, thank you, Kelly, for having me back. And listen, there's a lot of ways to slice and dice this. This bull market that we're in right now is 3.5 years old and up right about 100%. When you look at the last 5 bull markets that made it this far, going back 50 years, the average length was 8 years. The shortest was 5. There were 7, one more comment on this. There were 7 bull markets that made it to a double, like this one just did. Those bull markets lasted another 3 years on average. There's a lot more to this, I think, but one of the things we've been saying for a while at Carson Group, we've been bullish for a while, is this bull market probably has a few more tricks up its sleeves. And yes, we're bullish for the rest of this year, but there might be some reasons investors are still happy going out many years. Now, that sounds surprising, but you look at history, it's not as surprising as it might sound.
Even though, you could look at history from another point of view and say it's a midterm year. I've heard that year 3 is often bumpier or it's a seasonally difficult time. And the leadership is narrow and it's all about the AI build out. And that's kind of the only game in town.
No, those are great points. I mean, midterm years, we do know, are the most rocky, usually not that great. I think some of that was pulled forward with the volatility we saw in the first quarter. But then you think about this is President Trump's 6th year, right? And you want to get fun with numbers. You go back 50 years, we've had 5 other presidents had their second term in their second year of the second term, so their 6th year. Market was higher every time. Now, listen, that's a small sample size. I wouldn't get too worked up over that. But the reality is AI build-out, you just said, we saw the GDP number last week, right? 2%. Consumer was actually pretty weak. A huge part of that, once again, is the AI rollout. We're optimistic, though, the second half of this year, Kelly, we're going to see some better labor market data, and maybe the consumer can start to come back, because we think the economy is still in better shape than most people give it credit for.
So, I think that there's a couple of ways to build on this. And I think one of the questions that's coming along with it is what's happening in the bond market. And I understand that it's not the end of the world, historically speaking, for the 30-year to be above 5 and whatnot. What does it tell you, the way that bond yields are rising? Is that just because, are they telling the same story, which is actually all of this is happening because long-term growth prospects look better than they once did?
Well, we're in that camp. Now, one other thing, I think one area we've been a little different than a lot of places here at Carson Group, all this year, we've been saying we're in actually for the last 2 years, in a higher volatility inflation world, right? But also higher growth world. So you can have growth with higher inflation. I think most people don't quite remember those periods. Late 90s was a pretty good example of a time we saw that. So these higher yields, the way we've constructed our portfolios, we've been underweight duration, we've been underweight bonds. We call it diversify your diversifiers, right? Think a 60-40 bucket, right? 60% stocks, 40% other stuff. Used to be bonds. Well, not in this world that we've been living in, at least since 2022. We have some things, if you drop it, hit your foot, it hurts. Gold, managed futures, different things like that have done, commodities in general have done really well in that other bucket. And I think in this world of a little bit higher inflation, more volatile inflation world, you still want to be, you want to have those things in your other bucket, not just be simply bonds. Because, boy, bonds have not really done much to help portfolios really the last, let's call it 5 years or so.
Interesting point. I was also struck by the word that apparently actively managed ETFs are rising in popularity. They say this is to some extent with older generations who want a little bit, like you said, of that managed volatility. They want stock exposure, but they don't want downside right as they're about to, kind of hit their required minimum distributions and things like that. But I just look and go, just stick with the S&P. I mean, the way that as strong as the market's been, why give up anything in active management fees when you can just, so I understand if someone, maybe they're 58 years old, they don't want to hear that. But I think for younger age groups, it's hard to see an argument for not just going with a low-cost, broad index fund.
I don't disagree with you. Working on an RIA, we preach for the long term. Now, everyone's a little bit different, obviously, when it comes to that. But again, that's why we've been overweight equities. But I think you mentioned S&P. S&P's done obviously very well. I think this is still a global bull market. I mean, last year, obviously, a lot of parts of the world did better than the U.S. U.S. still did fine. S&P up 16% last year. No one's really complaining. But this year, we're seeing more of that continuation. We do think the U.S. might do a little bit better than the rest of the world the second half of this year. But owning some emerging markets, owning developed international, owning things around the globe in this global bull market that we're in. One quick one on this. I mean, Germany just early last year, broke out above levels it was trading out in 2007. So to think like Europe is super extended because of the run it's had, we'd say no. In a lot of ways, developed internationals rally might just be starting for a lot longer than people think here.